I don't know what this is. Wait,
Welcome
I
to
need
Top
to put a
Hero.
like.
It all starts with a small fire. No rushing.
You're watching this video most likely from a phone, possibly a computer
No, I'm from
or a
laptop.
TV, and if you're really freakish,
Yay!
maybe even a smartwatch.
Cute tiny face, thank you.
Okay, what are you doing here? Everything all right at home?
But regardless of your chosen device, all of them are made up of a combination of red, blue, and green blips,
Yes.
tricking your stupid reptilian brain that what
I'm
you're
watching
seeing
from a
is
phone,
real,
Sly.
three-dimensional, and filled
Oh my
with
God, so
millions of
cute!
colors. And since gaming consoles and displays have
Me
grown
too,
and
Sly.
evolved over time, gaming has tried to keep up, and for decades it did, with enormous graphical leaps that would genuinely, instantly
Same.
imitate what
Lol,
came
everyone
before.
on a
And if
phone
you grew up in
except
the 90s
me.
Like me, you would have seen modern gaming evolve from this.
I like
to
these
this,
graphics,
and
not gonna
before
lie,
I know it,
bro.
you'd have moved from arcades
so
to
many cute
in-home
emotes, thank
games
you.
to crazy visuals in your pocket. But if you're growing up now or just getting into gaming in the last 10 or so years, you would have seen modern games go from this to this. But somehow the prices to make and play these things have gone from this to this. What?
Yeah.
We're living in a time of meaningful
You know,
graphical
I don't
evolution.
care about
Half the time you
graphics,
seem to be
bro.
Going straight fucking backwards with a monstrously higher
Chicken
development
jockey
cost.
Sly.
But why, when we look back at two different titles, really from any era, one striving for realism and the other a defined
true.
art style, we reliably get the same conclusion. One will soon be replaced by a slightly different looking, equally as expensive to produce product.
Yeah.
Style is forever.
Style is forever, I guess. You know, it killed gaming. I agree too.
I'm sorry,
And
that seems a
also
little aggressive, but
expensive.
I'm being serious. We've spent years and millions of dollars trying to get reflections and lighting to look slightly better for a very small number of systems and hardware, and all we got was an unoptimized setting that
I like
at the time
streams are
mixed
amazing.
frame
I
rates
agree
to take
too.
Really pretty screenshots. And
What's
play
the
game in an
difference?
objectively worse manner.
Hey, hi, why don't we put the same
Oh my God,
time
thank you for
and
cute
energy into
tiny emote,
researching
thank you.
better optimization strategies so everyone can enjoy every...
Oh my God, calm down.
Coming from someone that can't run it, I have a
top-of-the-line gamer PC, and still
the first thing I do when I start a game is turn off motion blur and ray tracing. Wow, now it's actually a good game that runs and looks good.
But check this out.
Ray tracing is cool, bro.
But the
My God.
argument for or
No
against
way,
this
what
debate
is
doesn't
this?
only come from a place of aesthetic, because I'm sure with time it'll eventually get
Oh my
better.
God, so cute,
It
the
also
train,
comes
thank
from
you.
a financial one. The entire newly named AA and higher gaming industry are frantically trying to make their games look as ridiculously next-gen
Bro.
as possible. But newsflash, dipshits, the next gen doesn't fucking exist anymore.
Wait, what?
We've reached gargantuan levels of diminishing returns here, but we're somehow simultaneously chasing the dragon of progress with 100
Slay
times more money
dragons.
than ever before. Development costs have ballooned by tens of millions of dollars.
Jesus
and
Christ.
prices of
Rockstar,
games
let's
have ballooned.
go.
With it,
Money.
Everyone is frantically spending every resource for 1% improvements, and temp jobs,
Jesus
layoffs, and rotating
Christ.
doors are common in the gaming industry now. But I know I don't need to explain how horrible the current game development landscape is, but maybe you haven't considered some of the reasons as to why it exists. Many companies have fallen in love with the video part more than the game part.
Yeah, I like, you
The
know.
gaming industry loves marketing, often more than developing. They love flashy
True.
trailers, banner ads, slogans, catchphrases, and numbers on a screen that mean absolutely nothing
True.
because it allows them to pander to
Fallout
their
76 is like one of the worst Fallouts ever.
on the stupid... Oh man, the new AI-powered glunch board with 90 billion terashits of mega slop. You'll be blasted.
Man, let's go.
What are you playing?
It's a 2D Metroidvania that honestly could probably run on a Sega Saturn.
It's unsustainable
What?
from the development to the marketing. Attempting to optimize your futuristic next-gen title for 1,000 different rigs and brands of hardware is a logistical nightmare. And the price of that nightmare is passed on to the consumer in either
Jesus.
rising costs or broken games. Accessibility
True.
matters.
Look at that.
Optimization matters. Video games were never supposed to cost hundreds of millions of dollars, but
True,
now that
I
they do,
guess.
we should be striving for more innovative gameplay, ways to connect people and push the boundaries on what makes a video game fun. Oh, but the trailer and the extremely curated gameplay reveal looks so good.
My
right?
God.
Look at the reflective puddle.
Let's go, Rain.
Don't look
Woo!
at the bottles. Do not look at the bottle.
Yeah, like, it's so
video games,
good,
your
like,
house
to
is also
water
expensive
reflection.
to
Oh my
produce
God.
animation.
I'm
I actually
joking,
like to
bro.
pay my
That
team
doesn't
and
should
make sure
ma-
that they
it shouldn't
have
matter,
food.
but okay. Why is there a chicken?
This video is sponsored by Crystal
What?
of Atlan and their new crossover with Digimon. What? Crystal of Atlan is a
You know,
brand new
like,
class-splitting boss fight.
Thank you for the stickers. Oh my god, so cute! Look at that! A butterfly!
All unlocked from the start. No character gotcha needed. I appreciate that. Each having over 20 skill combinations.
Slay.
The combat legitimately feels
You know,
really
I
good
still
here,
like
which
games
brings
like
me to the new
Spore,
Digimon
Sims
collaboration
3.
event that literally
You know,
just went
I
live.
call games
Machine
because
Digimon,
they
one
have
of
a
the
good
sickest Digimon,
way
is
of
invading
playing
Atlan
it.
as a
It's not
full-on
everything
raid
about
boss that you can
graphics,
tackle
you know.
either solo or with a party of 4. You can also
Unfortunately,
snag
I
Digimon
think, you know,
pets
if you
like
think
Agumon
about
and
it, almost every
Agumon
game nowadays
completely
looks
free.
the
It's
same
also
now.
got free limited time Digimon rewards.
Oh, look, so cute! You
Garurumon
can
and
ride
Metal
them so
Garurumon
cute!
that both
I
have
love that.
special movement boosts. So, if you're into tightly designed combat, solo or with a group,
Is this game
well-designed
paid?
boss battles, competitive PvP, or just straight up stylized color-coded visuals and magic technology character designs, check out my
Thank
link
you.
below. And thanks again to Crystal of Atlan for sponsoring this one. Go and send them some love for supporting your boy. Back to the video.
Okay, I don't know if it's... Some people call that the real engine pandemic. True, lol.
Inflation as much as you may think. In the 90s, PS1 games were $50 and Nintendo
Jeez.
64 games were often $60 to $70 fucking dollars.
Still.
Fun fact, that's actually where the 64
18 more phones to
comes
learn.
from,
Let's
because it was
go.
64 never mind. Adjusted
No,
for
AAA
inflation,
games
that would
is-
be like
yeah,
100
true.
to nearly $150.
Yeah.
That was goddamn crazy.
Thank you.
Wait, hold up, this game rules. But the cost to make and market a game now is like nothing we've ever seen before. Halo 3's budget was around $50 million.
Jesus
That included a
Christ, so
world-class,
expensive.
one-of-a-kind marketing campaign that took the planet by storm. While Halo Infinite was rumored to have a budget of nearly $500 million.
My god, no way, that's too much
I
money.
truly love many aspects of that game. It released with a fraction of Halo 3's original content, and the marketing wasn't anything near Halo 3's. So where is the money?
My god.
So game dev teams are armies now. Keeping up with modern hardware is beyond difficult.
Money, money.
The world is wider and more saturated than ever. Shipping physical games is becoming a detriment, and post-release support is now mandatory. This is why the prices of games
bajillion.
are skyrocketing. Subscription-based models that allow companies to pre-plan budgets are getting more popular, and microtransactions and bleed pricing is getting more commonplace. And if we want all of these things to stop, I'm not kidding when I say games need to be smaller, look less good, and developers need to be paid more. Blockbuster
Yes,
franchises
I agree.
used to take a few years to make, if that. Now it takes a damn decade to make a single game because the expectations are so ludicrously high.
Yeah, like
That's
I-
why indie titles,
Gee.
stylized titles, innovative, weird titles are becoming
Let's go
so
dream
popular
in
as
a
of
dream
late.
barbecue.
Yes, R&D is worth something. Yes, it's in our best interest to strive for better, and yes, we should always be trying to evolve our art. But can we wait until it's more fucking affordable?
Yeah, lol. Oh, let's go, Mary Dance. Let's go, so slay.
Want to strengthen your math and computer science
This
skills?
looks like
Try
the
Brain.
guy from
It's an effective and fun way to learn. Built for the
the
way.
Emperor's
Nintendo, I
Groove.
feel, is a perfect
The guy
example
from
that
the
encompasses
ads.
all the good and bad here. Check this out. Nintendo launches an extremely affordable console that breaks nearly every record ever, but it runs on leapfrog hardware and a dream. Most of their games look extremely good, even on the weaker hardware, because
Why
again,
Pikachu
a
no?
concrete style is worth far more than high-fidelity
Call the
realism and
police, what?
graphics. But because of that same lacking hardware, some games run poorly or are forced to make optimization cuts, either in graphics or frame rate. So what does Nintendo do? They work on a second console. This
Okay.
time far more powerful than the last, one that can run modern-looking games but maintains the hybrid gimmick. This causes the price to jump up, and even though it's still on the mid-end of modern consoles, it's seen as greedy, despite gamers begging for this exact upgrade.
Bro, but it's money.
Then why did you ask for it? Now, games being
Yeah,
$70
lol.
to $80 is complete bullshit. It's not the highest we've ever seen by a long shot, but it's also obviously not the cheapest, and the new tariffs and trade war
Yeah, true, my god. No!
make things easier at all.
Aw.
Why do old Pokemon sprites still ooze charm?
So
but every
slay.
3D Pokemon game somehow looks worse than the last. Why are indie games coming out faster than ever, toppling AAA studios and claiming so many
Also
awards?
slay, look
How
at
do
the guy.
Smaller gaming experiences, sometimes made by a single individual, garner such massive loving fan bases. Balatro, Vampire Survivors, Slay the Princess, Inscription,
Slay the Princess,
Animal, Pizza Tower,
Inscription!
Blue Prince. Because a refined art style will always
Inscription!
age better than the
Sorry.
Singapores of the month. Because you can tell an emotional story, no matter your poly count. And
Yeah.
because bold and defined visuals let your
yeah,
games
I'm
stand
talking
apart
about
and
it.
speak for themselves, no matter
Sorry,
the
I'm
budget.
freaking out.
Let's take a look at Expedition 33, a small team's first project, an outstandingly beautiful title that blends the two design philosophies together, sacrificing neither while making a visually distinct and affordable game. By the way, this is like one of
Affordable.
the best games I've played in the recent decade. If it doesn't win Game of the Year, I might actually like lose my mind. And this isn't like nostalgia glaze either. This effect happens time and time again, and not just with modern indie games, the gaming industry as a whole. Look,
Why
Last of Us
does he
is an
have a
incredible
gun?
Game. No argument there. One of my favorites, and obviously a very high fidelity and pretty game, especially for
Oh, so cute.
2013. And by the way, do you want your brain to like fucking melt? Last of Us released a year before Dark Souls 2.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
What? But do we really need to remaster The Last of Us so many times to the point where you can't tell the fucking difference?
Yeah, bro. There are so many remasters right now.
Now, none of these arguments mean bunk shit if I can't point you towards a modern game that encompasses all of the attributes I'm seeking in a title. Affordable for the consumer, low development
Yeah.
costs, balanced and sustainable work environment, gameplay first framework, kinda indie,
Yes.
kinda not indie, no long bloated playtime, stylized graphics that will
Yeah.
age beautifully, heart, soul, and dare I say it,
Fun.
fun? What the hell? A game's priority being fun? I give you one of the most innovative, impressive, and genuinely fun games ever created. Where there
Okay.
ironically wasn't a 5-minute gap at any point where I wasn't smiling ear to ear.
Split Fiction.
I could sum up this
Never
title in
tried
one
it.
word, it would be hybrexneotheristic, which I made the fuck up because there's no actual fucking word in the English language that can describe how good this game is. From the very first second to the last, this game assaults your senses with a bombardment of creative ideas, only to throw them away
Ooh,
5
okay.
minutes later so they can fit in another dozen crazy mechanics into the same section of the same level. It's downright baffling how many fun and interesting gameplay ideas are packed into this 12-hour game and how often they build off of
It's a
them
12-hour
multiple times.
game?
Not only is Split Fiction insanely
Slay.
fun, but it's optimized beautifully, runs like butter, and looks so damn good. I've never seen a studio flex how comfortable and confident they are like this. It seems like every art asset, set piece, landscape, color,
Ooh,
style,
look at
and graphics
that.
lovingly
Yeah, this is
crafted
cool.
with zero internal friction. Everything is on full display here with unabashed passion and heart. This game is a 10, but it's not just a 10. It's a 10 that
The
also
dog
has a
doing
buddy
is
system
barking,
that
don't
costs.
worry.
It doesn't even need to pick the already affordable game up
Yeah,
to
co-op
play the
game, let's
entire
go.
experience. It's a 10 that pursued a timeless, cost-effective, beautiful art style. It's a 10 that prioritized the player over the profits. It's a 10 that proved you can still develop a Game of the Year contender without spending hundreds
Yeah.
of millions of dollars. But maybe most importantly, it's a 10 that I know I can replay
Slay.
in 20 years and it will still be as good as I remember it.
Yay! So cute. This is slay, my god. Cuphead, lol.
Sync your RGB device.
Hey, creator PC?
With Signal RGB, which is an RGB
Sorry.
app that supports thousands.
Let's see. Crystal Ice X3, I guess. The game that it sponsored, like the Digimon Worlds thing. I love indie games, true. Yeah, they're good. Graphics are bad until fun becomes part of games again. Bro, don't tell that there are people that don't like Silksong because of the graphics. No way. Silksong is amazing. I never played it. I think the art style is good. But yeah, I actually agree that good graphics good. Like, they're not properly good in my opinion, but okay, because. Oh, come on. Why do I want a photorealistic game? I want to live a fantasy world, I'm always watching. Let's go, Knife Falls. You understand? Like, what do you want? I understand in a way because it would be cool in some aspects of it, but also, I like it and I don't like it at the same time, okay? Yeah, it has to be balanced. Cyclone is so pretty. It's not about grace, it's about a good style, I know. But what I'm trying to say, okay? It should be balanced, like the guy said in the video, okay? Because look at Spore, it's amazing for me, and I'll calm down, Shield Gamer. But you see, like if you want better graphics, just install a mod. That's it. Just get the mods. Okay, thank you. Let's go to the next one. The next one is.